Today is Friday's flight time. Today we're going to have some fun. We're going to take apart a crash drone. We're going to take apart my Hubsan X4 107. Now, the internal components of an Hubsan X4 107 are you got your flight controller, your power cable, your transmitter, your camera, your LED lights, and wires. There's really not much to it. So let's get started. First, we're going to remove those propellers. Then we're going to remove the prop guard. Now, remove those lower hull screws. You'll need a screwdriver. We're pulling apart the upper and lower hulls to expose the inside of the drone. I unscrewed the battery compartment from the lower hull and then separate that battery compartment from the lower hull. Carefully remove that transmitter and camera from the lower hull. Unscrew that flight controller from the upper hull. Now pull the flight controller out of the upper hull. Pull out all the wires. Pull those rubber skids off the motor housing. Pull those LED lights out of the motor housing. And you're pulling those LED wires out of the slits in the motor housing in the arms. Now, cut the wire from the flight controller to the motors and find that hole in the frame of the motor housing. Now, hint, it's on the bottom of the motor housing, closer to the center of the hull. Now, push those motors out of the motor housing. I used a screwdriver. Separate the flight controller, transmitter, and camera from the outer hull. And now you have those internal components again of the Hubsan X4 107. Flight controller, power cable, transmitter, camera, LED lights, and wires. There's really not much to it, is there? It's amazing that how micronized something can be that can control. Now, this is a little toy, but the components inside this toy are the same components essentially that are flying the bigger rigs. If you get yourself a toy, take it apart, see what's in it. Have fun.